Hi, welcome to another episode of Tuesday Tips. I'm Carolyn Bay, life coach and success facilitator. This week we're going to cover the self-reliant mindset. So what are the tips that we can do? But before I get into the tips, let's talk about self-reliance. Now, self-reliance isn't just for those people who want to live off-grid. Just about everyone can benefit from building a self-reliant mindset. Now, think about it. All it means is that you rely on yourself more. You are more independent, and then your success isn't tied to anyone else. You don't have to give up all help and social contact, though that's not what being self-reliant is all about. It is simply knowing that you can stand on your own 2 feet, and that alone will give you so much more confidence to excel in all areas of your life. So let's get on to tip number 1. Believe in yourself. The first step to being more self-reliant is to feel more self-reliant. You have to believe that you can stand on your own 2 feet, or you will never become self-reliant. Number 2 is recognize your dependencies. It's important to figure out who and what you are currently dependent on. You don't have to make any major changes at this point. Just recognize your dependencies. This way, you will know what kinds of things you need to learn to do yourself so that you become self-reliant. Tip number 3 is to accept responsibility. If you want to be more self-reliant, then you need to accept responsibility. Your actions lead to consequences, and you need to be responsible for them. If you make a mess of things, you need to be responsible. Take the actions to fix those things rather than asking somebody else or depending on others to fix it. Number 4 is to think for yourself. It's very easy to buy into someone else's opinions, but to be self-reliant means to think about yourself, to weigh all the facts that you have available to you. This doesn't mean that you always take the opposite point of view though, but rather that you understand and believe in the things that you think and say and do. The 5th tip for this week is to be your authentic self. You should know your core values and what you believe in. It would help you immensely if you acted in ways that reflected those values. Don't try to be someone different just to impress everyone around you. Being self-reliant means you need to be comfortable in your own skin at all times. The 6th tip to be self-reliant is to make your own decisions. While decision making may be stressful and much easier to ask other people for their opinions, being self-reliant means getting to know yourself, trust yourself, and in your own ability to make the best decision under the circumstances that you are in. Number 7 is to look after yourself. A big part of self-reliance is taking care of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Being in less than the best health almost always guarantees your reliance on others. Number 8 is to commit to lifelong learning. Lifelong learning is a tool that will constantly help you understand more of the world and more of yourself. The more you learn, the more you know, the more you grow, and the more self-reliant you are. Number 9, know what you want. What do you want out of your life? To be more self-reliant, you need to know exactly where you want to go and what you want to do. What's the point of being self-reliant if you aren't following your own goals but those of others? So think about it and know what you want. Now, while these tips are nice, it's also good to take some action, otherwise it just becomes theory. So here's 3 things that you can do to actually become more self-reliant. Brainstorm your dependencies. So figure out the people you're currently dependent on. You don't have to stop depending on these people, but you could take steps to make you feel comfortable if you couldn't depend on them. The second action that you can take for this week is to list your values. Take some time to think about what your core values are. What are these things that you believe in no matter what? Because being true to your values is an important part of being self-reliant. And the third action that you can take this week is to address a weakness. Think about any weaknesses you might have. We all have weaknesses. So once you have thought of a few, think of one simple step that you can take to address each of these weaknesses. And then take that step. So those are the 3 action steps for you for this week to help you create a self-reliant mindset. Now, if you find that you want to live the life of your dreams, but you keep going off track for various reasons, then let me help you. Drop me a line at contact@carolinbay.com and let's get started. Or alternatively, leave a comment and I will get back in touch with you. So once more, that's the Tuesday tips, and I will be back again next Tuesday with more tips. But for now, I'm Carolyn Bay. Have a lovely week. I'm a life coach and a success facilitator. Again, contact me at either my website, carolinbay.com, or send me an email to contact@carolinbay.com or leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you. And once again, have a fabulous week ahead. Bye-bye.